Sup, bitch? DJ Facades, RPG for real. Round 2. Radio. I'll start this one off. The radio sucks. I don't care. It's due to apps like iRadio and Pandora Radio and whatever other fucking app that you have on your Android network, your BlackBerry network, your iOS system, whatever, that saves the radio from being a total pile flaming of shit and total flaming pile of shit. There you go. Anyway, had a couple D's, feeling great. Woohoo! Ding! So with that being said, the radio sucks. Especially rap, hip hop, R&B. Well, maybe rap. Rap went from this phase from being really cool to being mainstream, then going back to its underground roots, and then coming back to something that's mainstream, then talking about bitches and hoes and cars, dimes, money, and then it became about talking about drugs, then making boo black, bing blang, black code, and then now it just went from taking 80 samples and then now making it really like synth poppy on the radio, hip hop rap. But that's just hip hop rap. Everything else on the radio, especially where we live, Northern California, West Coast, everything sucks. Seriously, everything that you turn your car onto, it's garbage. It's overplayed. It's all that Kesha bullshit. It's all those good artists and bad artists mixed together, and you're taking good artists and taking their songs, overplaying them and killing them, and truly giving a great song its depreciation value. But the radio is what kills music. Sorry. Yeah, it supplies it to the ignorant, but for the people who are musically sound and have a trained ear and have a non-ignorant mind and have an open mind to listening to people's mixtapes and pre-recorded shit before they became sellouts, no offense, it's a shame that the radio will do that to you. But I will pass it on to RPG for real to give you another in-depth analysis on something that he'd like to say.
Yeah, I mean, I agree when, I think Nas said it best in like 05 or 06, and Nas said that hip-hop was dead. I kind of agree with it more times than not.
And how is that RPG for real?
I've written papers on it before. Nothing that's, product-wise, but, just English class in college, opinions. Not really debated, just kind of stating my ideas. And like you said, having an open mind. I have an open mind when it comes to music. Music is important to me. Why? There's too many reasons. I'm not going to list them all. That's not what we're talking about as far as why it's important to me. But I will give you and say that hip-hop, like labels, like name labels, brand labels, it's an everlasting, ever-going trend. We all know that's common sense. You make that one track that sounds like everyone else's, and you kind of guaranteed money nowadays. Let's go back to the old school. I'm no genius at it. I'm not an old school diehard fan like some of my other friends are, some of my other cousins are. But common idea. Have fun, dance, meet girls, dance, have fun. What you did on the weekend. It kind of transited from block parties, DJ battles. Hip hop as it is, it's not just music. As everyone knows, it's a culture. We got the DJs, we got the graffiti, we got the b-boys. Yeah, those are the seeds and roots of hip hop. Now, if we're going to talk about hip hop as the genre of music, it's like with everything, it goes through its revolutions, its phases. Partying down, getting money. Partying down, getting to meet some girls. Who's got the best rep? Who can rock the party harder? to it would eventually evolve to more of the common idea that, my tracks can rock harder, and in turn you get money. And then what else comes with money comes respect, the females, the big life, But, as we all know, hip hop had its brutal phase, early 90s, mid 90s, whatever you want to call it. Gangster rap, East Coast, West Coast. That's kind of the more era that I was more in tune with. The biggest, the best rap MCs. You want to call them rap artists. You want to call them rappers. I find them to be more leaders of hip hop. They're not just a name. They're not just a person who started a trend or people who started a trend, but they were friends. We all know them: Tupac, Biggie, Tupac. I find them to be leaders of hip hop. Mainly, they're the ones that now to me feel like that kind of music is forgotten. Not the violence, not the meaning of the violence, not who he fucked, not that, just the lyrical content that, hey, I had these big dreams. This is my life. I came from nothing. I gained something. I gained something that got me into trouble and eventually, revolved into something bigger. And I'm not talking about just the gangster rap and all that. It's always the publicity. There's always the he said, she said. That's what I mean. Behind the meanings of the lyrics. Big shout outs to my boy Shay Boogie. You know who you are, Bronx Titan. One of the dudes that, he's got that dream. He's still doing his music. He's still doing his thing. But it kind of has that, how do I say it? It's got that feeling that it's more than just lyrical content. Not every recycled BS that we hear today.
It's an extension of his life.
It's not that, as I call it, it's kind of like the evolution of, I wouldn't call it the evolution because evolution is everlasting. So I would say it's taking its turn as in all this swagger talk. I got this money, I got this female, I can get your girl to do whatever, all that crap. That's, to me, it's recycled, it's rehash. It's it's like it's recycled garbage. It's it stinks, it sucks. But you blame this generation of music fans, hip hop fans that like that stuff, that's growing up with this stuff. I personally didn't grow up with this, so I don't have a feel for it. I don't say I don't understand it. It's just I don't connect with it. It's not my cup of tea.
You don't identify with it?
It's not something that I believe in or that I see myself being a part of that culture, at least as far as lyrical content wise. I'm kind of tired of it because it's old. It's 10 seconds ago. You're hearing it on the radio. 40 minutes ago, you're hearing the same song. That's twice in 1 hour. You change the station, someone else has that same song. Within 40 minutes, you've heard that song 3 times. It's old. I now I'm being a little bit biased because I'm more of a fan of like lyrical content. Now, when I say lyrical content, it's not saying the same things you said in your last song, in your last song, in your last song. I'm a Nas fan. I grew up in, I'm from California, but I love Nas. He's kind of like the elite when it comes to rapping. Because these guys, they're not rapping anymore. They're sampling, making hooks off of songs. Most of the time, they're not even writing their own songs. So I can't, I can't say, I could say, but I can't say that they're not writing their own songs. But, just making a judgment on a